What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with the season finale of Basketball Bullies, honey. Okay, VH1 said, take them bitches off the air, okay? Child, y'all only got, 7 episodes? The ratings are tanking. People are like, bitch, this is like the Titanic. We don't want nothing to do with this, okay? We don't want nothing to do with this foolishness, okay? What I see happening is in the future, I should say, is the show will probably end up getting canceled. But I'm thinking, if I know Nostril O'Neal, she gonna try to take this shit to Houston. And you best believe her best gal pal, Evelyn, she gonna bring her ass back on. Jackie will film shit out of a tent, okay? Jackie would film this show in the trunk of her motherfucking car if they let her, okay? We know Jennifer, she thirsty. She'll be back. She ain't had enough abuse, okay? She loved getting hit, in the face with clutches and drinks thrown all in her face and shit. So Malaysia will be bringing her ass back, acting like the 5th grader that she is with her limited vocabulary. Who else? February will be back. Now, what's so funny with February is this bitch all throughout the episode keeps saying, well, Nia is a nobody and she ain't nobody. Bitch, who are you? We didn't know who the hell you was before you was on this show. Who are you, February? Okay, and February really thinks she the shit. I'm just looking at her like, girl, no ma'am. Okay, shit. She not all that to me, y'all. She aight, but she ain't like, she ain't one of the girls, She thinks she is, though. That's the funny part about it, okay? She get her ass to the house. Ain't nobody there. Malaysia and Kristen, they done took their ass on home. And then, I guess Liza, she ended up leaving, too. So, child, she going all through the house like, damn, where is everybody at? I'm like, this shit is so fake. Evelyn, you know damn well you could have told February that you and Shawnee then went on home. Like, stop wasting this girl's time and ours, okay? Let's just be done with you basketball bullies already, okay? But anyways, honey, we see OG. She's having a conversation with Kwame and, pretty much letting him know that, she did the best she could with all the girls. And, some of them have went home and, I think she felt like Jackie was trying to guilt her into getting her act together because it's like, oh, Shawnee and Evelyn and left, but OG didn't give a fuck. She was like, yeah, they went. And Kwame was very supportive. He was like, they are not on the level that you are on. You don't need to be stressed out. You just need to relax. OG, she about ready to go home. She's sick of the bullshit. She's sick of these girls pretending to understand, where she's coming from with the colorism. So, child, it's just a mess right now. We see February talking to Evelyn. Evelyn lets her know that, she's on her way back to the house and she's sorry she, didn't tell her she was leaving. I'm like, girl, y'all tired at this point. Damn well you didn't tell her on purpose. So y'all would have something to talk about. You would have a reason to bring your ass back to the house. You of all people should be leaving the show. Okay? You are declassing the show. Child, we see Jackie, Nia, and Noria, and Jennifer. They're all by the pool having drinks. Jackie taking her damn drink and pouring it all on herself. I was like, Jackie, your ass need to quit, okay? Jackie was getting her life, honey, okay? Next, honey, we see one of the sisters. I forgot who it was. I think it was Noria. She was doing some type of anxious ass Harlem Shake or something. I don't know what she was doing, but please stop. Some of y'all just need to, just stand there, look cute, don't dance if you know you can't, honey, okay? So Nia gets to spilling some tea by the pool to her sister Noria, Jackie, and Jennifer. they're all having drinks, she gets to telling them what OG said to her about the other girls when, she first met them. But hell, that wasn't the first time OG and Nia met, right? So, girl. Anyway, she tells them that OG was just basically telling her that the other ladies would be intimidated by her and, don't trust them at first. And, Jackie kind of hearing all of this and she like, that don't sound like the OG I know, because they showed a clip where she was telling, the girls to, just get to know everybody for yourself. But just keep in mind, you don't know the girls, which is true. Shit, you don't know how these bitches is. I'm getting the vibe that Nia and Noria are very desperate for camera time. That is just what I'm getting. There's something fishy with them. Even outside this Feby thing, it's just very, thirsty. OG also told Nia that a lot of the ladies in the group are bitter because of their failed relationships, and all their children is a reminder of their failed relationships. I just laugh. Do y'all think that that's true? Y'all feel like these women are bitter? They are something, none of them really can stay in a relationship. We know Jackie, she could stay in a relationship, okay? I don't know, though, if she in her relationship, honey, for the right reasons, okay? I'm just saying. But Jackie can be in a relationship. The rest of these bitches, I just think they about their money at this point. And I don't blame them, but I think it's something inauthentic about all of them. And I think that that's the point that OG was trying to make. Like, they're not real, they don't do things for the right reasons. Basically, these women are not genuine, and that's why they can't, keep the attention of a man. So, yeah, you can kind of see that with a lot of the group. And a lot of these women, I notice they date the same type of man over and over again. It's like, start dating men with good character. Okay, yes, make sure he has a job, but quit with the rappers and they be dating and Jennifer be dating all the goddamn scam artists and shit. Like, Jennifer, you really need to put your man through a thorough background check. Okay? You need to get fingerprints, nut prints, asshole prints. You need to get every kind of print you could get. Cause honey, I'm so sick of you being scammed. Okay? Got that goddamn Tim Norman. He's still sitting in jail for the shit he did. Y'all don't worry, I'll be back to dragging his ass soon, so. But yeah, and then this other guy that she got with that's bisexual? I guess he was sleeping with men while he was sleeping with her, and he took her car. Did she ever get her damn car back? Jackie got to asking her about how, the documentary she's working on, y'all know she's going to talk about how that man scammed her and a whole bunch of people. She says everything is going good with that. Jennifer gets her ass in her confessional and gets to talking about OG and how, it's the pot calling the kettle black. She's talking about the other girls, talking about her, but she be talking about people too. Jennifer, have you had enough drinks thrown in your damn face? Have you had enough abuse from this show where Shawnee allows Evelyn to just, terrorize your ass, okay? And, she thinks it's okay. So you ain't had enough yet. You are not that smart, okay? I like Jennifer, you guys. I probably more or less like her outside of the show. She seems like a cool girl. Y'all know she hangs with my girl Nene Leakes. So I like seeing, Jen with Nene. But when she gets back on this show, she start acting all stupid. Because I'm starting to think that she really just wants to be down with these mean girls. You see they ain't no damn good. Why do you keep trying to take up for them? Jackie gets to talking about how she's blown away by OG's behavior and how she's a colorist. Yep, Jackie, I just covered a few stories on your ass. That's the word on the street, honey, okay? Jennifer is a colorist and, we're all colorists and we're all crazy and we're the problem. And I thought I knew her and I'm just disappointed and shocked by her behavior. And I really love Jackie's top. That see-through black top she had on in her confessional. I was like, yes, I love it. So Evelyn gets to telling Feby about how OG got into it with Nia and how OG is the main problem. You know, she's the common denominator amongst the group that, you know, she's the only person there that can't get along with anybody. So she pretty much blaming everything on OG. And Feby is like, well, damn. Tell me more, you know, and then they get to talking about the Nia girl and how she used to date Lance, and OG contacted Nia to come to the reunion to, you know, put, you know, Feby on blast about Lance, this, that, and the third. Evelyn also tells Feby that Jackie kept trying to play, you know, the peacemaker and kept pushing and pushing and pushing. But, you know, Evelyn and Shawnee, they decided they were sick of trying with OG, even though neither one of those bitches ever talked to her on their own. They basically judged their experience of her through Malaysia and Kristen. Okay, they didn't try to, you know, work anything out with her, because they would have took their ass over there and talked to OG for themselves. They full of shit. And that's why karma is a bitch, because that's why those ratings are down. Okay. So Evelyn gets to telling Feby, or February as I like to call her, honey, that her and Nia are going to end up running into each other because Nia is at the other house. So they end up getting a call from Jackie. Jackie either called Evelyn, Evelyn called her, I forgot. But Jackie gets invited by Evelyn to come on over to Evelyn's house. So Jackie is going to round up the girls so all of them can talk. So Nia is going to be in the front of Feby, and, you know, that's when they go have their conversation, because Feby is up in arms that Nia sent her some, you know, nasty images, you know, I guess some pornographic images of, I guess, her doing that to her man. And Feby says she wasn't even with the man. Why is y'all fighting over this guy? Or I guess it ain't even Feby. It's, you know, Nia did that to her, but that was petty and it's stupid. Jackie is a little nervous, you know, to meet up with Feby, because y'all know they got their beef as well. So I was like, ciao. I'm ready for Jackie to call Feby a crackhead. Shout out, honey, to Judge Mathis, honey, okay? So next we see Evelyn and Feby. They take a drink, you know, because they're preparing for the other ladies to join them. So Feby asks Evelyn, how am I supposed to act in front of Nia? You know, she's some girl that Lance used to date. Bitch, how about be yourself? Okay, that's how I know you fake as hell. What kind of question is that? That's like me asking myself, man, who the hell should I be today to get through the day? I'm going to be brand new 715, bitch, all day, every day, till it's not my day. If you heard me, okay, how you doing? Shit, Feby, February. She said she don't know if we in the 19th century, 20th, 2000. I was like, girl, I hear you though, cause shit, every day does feel like a blur, honey. Okay, with all this COVID pandemic stuff, y'all, I'm tired. But anyways, Evelyn says that Nia didn't rub her that way. You know, she didn't rub her in a way that she feels she's going to be confrontational with you, Feby. So she was like, girl, she could, you know, she probably just had a real immature moment. So I think you should just let it go. Just be chill, which is some good advice. So we see Jackie, Nia, and Noria, and Jennifer. They are like dressed like they are in Jamaica, you know. Jackie says that's one of her and Doug's favorite places to travel to. So she wanted to bring that, you know, to where they are at. I was like, girl, if y'all sit y'all ass down and just call this shit a wrap. Y'all, what they should have did was had these bitches smoke some weed and see if they could make it work then, okay? Of course they wouldn't make it work though, because ain't none of them like real friends. All of this shit is for a check. See, the best seasons of this show is when they was real friends, okay? Jennifer agrees to go over and finally face Evelyn. You know, she said, though, if it's any ounce of bullshit, she's out of there. Girl, you done had like 1,000,000 drinks thrown at you. Okay, you are the most abusive. You like the Tina Turner, okay, of the basketball bullies, honey. You always have a ass whooping coming your way. Okay, so that's just what it is, Jen, but you ain't had enough, so you say you'll go over there and support Jackie and Nia. Jennifer also says that, you know, she sees herself as being the bigger person when it comes to her and Evelyn working out their issues. I wouldn't work shit out with Evelyn. Fuck that bitch, okay? It would be a wrap for Evelyn. Why do y'all think Evelyn don't change? Because y'all keep giving a bitch chance after chance. Okay, shit. Let that hoe go. So Jackie and Jennifer and Nia and Noria, they arrive at Evelyn and them mansion. Jackie finds out that Kristen, I can't even get her damn name out, which means she ain't important. Malaysia and Liza, they done left. So she like falling apart over that. I'm like, girl, that's what y'all need to do. Go on home. So Feby immediately comes at Nia. How you get here with her ghetto ass? Feby, you need to be doing some type of voiceover work. I think you would be successful because you got one of them crazy, weird voices. But it's cute, though. It's cute, girl. But she get the, you know, talking to Nia about, well, you know, how do you come into the fold? And Nia begins explaining how OG wanted her to come around the group and talk shit about Feby, basically, because y'all know OG and Feby had a beef. Nia tells Feby she refused to do that. So Feby get to slightly, because shit, she knows she can't fight, slightly going off on Nia. Oh, you not gonna play with my top today. What's up with the video? And she pulls it out or whatever. And I guess it was Lance and Feby, you know, getting it on. But Feby says the girl wasn't her. And then Nia said, well, I told him I would ask if, you know, if that was you in the video. Nia admits to being on some childish high school shit, you know, when she sent Feby the video, which I felt was big of her because a lot of people, they don't admit, you know, when they're wrong. So that was cool. Nia tells Feby, I'm pretty sure when you were with Lance, you were doing all types of petty ass shit and you was wilding out and, you know, he has that type of effect, you know. Child, please. Okay, y'all chose to act like that in that relationship with him. That man ain't put no gun up to y'all head and had y'all wilding out over him. Okay, shit. But Feby was like, girl, yeah, Lance, he petty. You know, he always sleeping around, messing with some girl. I ain't been with him in, 7 years, you know, so I don't even care about him no more. So they squash, you know, their little beef. Jackie gets to telling the girls she wants to have a whole, you know, reggae party with them. Feby shoots out of her mouth, I don't trust Jackie. Feby tells Jackie, you got these girls thinking you they friends. I'm like, Feby, February, what is it to you? Shut up, shit. Jackie tells the girls, y'all speak for y'allself. Nia says, this is y'all situation, honey. I'm not in it. Jackie says, I'm next, Feby, and I know you've been waiting, honey, to go in on me. Jackie tells Feby, the last time I saw you, I thought we had a rather fun exchange. Feby says she doesn't know if it was genuine or not. So Jackie and Feby, they end up working out whatever is between them, honey. I was like, because it was nothing ever really there, you know. Jackie has cussed Feby ass out, you know, on the show several times. Feby then came in at Jackie. I mean, they ain't never really have no big beef really to work out, so. Feby says she has a love-hate relationship with Jackie. I was shocked to hear that. I'm like, damn, you kind of love her a little bit. I don't know what it is with Jackie and, you know, these young girls on the show, like Malaysia. They all, I don't know. They love to hate her. They really do. Jackie begins talking about Evelyn and Jennifer and their friendship, and Jackie shares with Jennifer that Evelyn has never said anything negative about her to her and vice versa. Evelyn says to Jennifer, but was she even looking at her? I'm like, so fake. But she says she doesn't want anything bad for Jennifer's life. Bitch, you gotta stop being the bad in her life. Shit, stop hitting the girl and throwing drinks, okay? And switching up on her real quick. Like, Evelyn does that. And she's only talking like this because Shawnee ain't there. Y'all know if Shawnee was there, it'd be a totally different story. Jennifer says in her confessional, she wishes, the best for Evelyn as well. And maybe sometime in the future, they could be friends again. Bitch, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. That bitch would be canceled. Okay? Evelyn even says, I don't even wish OG nothing bad. I bet you don't. Shit, I bet you tiptoeing around what you say about OG. Okay? So, child, Evelyn's so fake. Okay? Jackie says that it gives her hope hearing that Evelyn has no ill will towards OG. Girl, bye. So Jackie and Nia and Noria, they head on out and head back to their house. So it looked like it's the next day and we see Jennifer making some drinks for her and Jackie. And Jennifer is saying that she hopes OG is done with having a negative attitude. Jackie tells OG that, they have made a lot of progress with the other girls, as far as, moving on and establishing their fake friendships. And she says with all the girls, she don't see no colorism that they throw at each other. You see OG in her confessional saying, I see Jackie still don't get it, still don't understand, where I'm coming from. OG begins telling Jackie that she has been open to conversation. She has answered a million questions. And she feels like she is the only one giving halfway. So what do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like OG is the only one that's giving? I mean, the girls, they don't give a damn that she has experienced colorism. I think all of this is a song and dance so they can get her off the show and they can continue with this show. They will either go to Houston or probably create a Houston Basketball Wives, but mark my words, they not fooling me, honey, okay? Jennifer brings up the fact that Malaysia came over to make peace with OG, and Jennifer is like, well, don't you think that was her way of trying to understand you? And OG says, no, she basically told me what I experienced didn't happen. You can't tell me what I experienced, and I agree. Jennifer tells OG, I feel like there has been no resolution from you. It just seems like you just want to keep complaining about how you feel. You've been very snappy and nasty with all of us. OG says, snappy Jen, girl, that's a reach. Jennifer accuses OG of going at it with her, and then they show a clip. That clip they played, it didn't really help Jennifer's claim, because y'all didn't really get into it. Like, she was just calmly telling you, how she felt. So I felt like that was a bad example, Jen. OG accuses Jennifer of making stuff up. So Jennifer gets fed up with OG and says everybody has been trying to appease you and walk on eggshells and, you don't want to listen to nobody. And OG says, I know you've been waiting to say that. Child. Jennifer says, I'm checked out. OG says, it's a good time to check out. I'm like, God damn, are we at a hotel? Shit. Child, Jennifer, girl, you really trying it, honey. You really want to be hit with a bottle by Evelyn, girl. You is trying it, girl. You is really trying it. She tells OG, honey, you can't get along with the women next door. Well, not next door, but y'all know at the other house. You can't get along with us up in this house. You are the problem, girl. So Jennifer says, why don't OG just leave, since she can't get along with nobody? And OG says, honey, that is in the host's hands, honey. And she looked at Jackie. Jackie, she about ready to tell her to go home. She's tired. So Jackie tells OG it's over. So Jackie tells OG to leave. OG is disappointed. She starts packing up her stuff. she's really hurt because Jackie is the one that brought her into this group. But this is what I noticed. I noticed Shawnee is nowhere around. Evelyn ain't nowhere around. We now can't say, oh, well, it's Evelyn and Shawnee and, they really wanted Jackie and Jennifer to get this girl to, leave and quit this show and, So, that's it. That's pretty much it. Jackie, hangs her head down. She's allegedly, honey, sad. I'm like, Jackie, you ain't sad. You just want to keep your check like everybody else. They will never understand where OG was coming from, and it's just done. And, it needs to be done. It needs, it just needs to be a wrap, okay? Jackie is breaking down, putting on the tear. I ain't seen not one tear. She knows how to cry. She got her hands and shit covering her face. Jackie, you ain't slick. Oh, I just really tried and, I'm not a mean person. And she's accusing everybody of colorism. Jennifer get to stroking her back, honey. I'm like, turn off the motherfucking cameras and let's be done with this shit. Jennifer gets to telling Jackie, she has some underlying issues. She's talking about OG and I'm not trained to fix that and deal with that. I'm like, shit, Jennifer, you got issues too. You keep choosing the wrong damn man, but honey, we ain't gonna say nothing about that. But yeah, Shawnee and Evelyn, they really got their way. They really got their way. And I really noticed it when Jennifer was like, look, she can't even get along with the new girls. See, they put new girls into the equation. They really, they wanted to get her off and they got her, they got their wish. They got their wish. I'm just wondering where's the real episode? Because I feel like OG is going to come out the next day, honey, with more receipts on these fools. It's going to be crazy. So they basically end the show with Jackie, her lying ass, talking about she's interested in learning more about racism and colorism. Bitch, start with your own daughter, okay? She wrote a whole book. Did you read that mug? Okay, so, child, that's it for the basketball bullies. That's it. Y'all get down in the comments, honey, and tell Miss Robinson what you thought about this episode, honey. All I know is they really tried it, honey. They really tried it, and they succeeded. They did, what they wanted to do. All right. I'm your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.